Hello and welcome back to another episode. This week it's currently Tuesday. I'm going to be doing 2 episodes today and Thursday, possibly Friday, which will then have a knock on whether I do the weekend episode on Saturday or Sunday. So it'll be either Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or it will be Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. But we'll just see how the world works in the next few days, and where that takes us. So tonight I'm going to be doing some incoming mail, and also announcing the 500 subscriber giveaway. If you look at my count of subscribers now, I've now surpassed the 500 mark, and all I can say is wow. And wow again, thanks to everybody who's jumped on board with this channel, and all the lovely comments I've received, all the nice to-ing and fro-ing we're having. I've not had any bad comments. I've not had anything malicious in any form. I've not had any emails or Instagram messages of any defamatory kind of nature, which is really nice to know that, you know, people are enjoying the channel, and everything that I do get as a message or as a comment seems to be very positive. I think in whole the whole hobby is positive. I mean, how can you get mad at a stamp collector? You know, I know we're seen as like bookish little men, and it seems like this boring hobby from like the 1970s, and only people in the 60s collect stamps, and you know, nothing is further from the truth. I was as passionate about stamps when I was 13 as I am now. And yes, I'm not in my 60s, I'm in my early 50s, but yeah, I don't think my passion ever died over the years. It was just a matter of circumstance as to how active I was in my collecting. But anyway, as I said, thank you to everybody who's watched, who's commented, who's liked, who's subscribed, and I'm now looking forward to the next big milestone, which is 1,000 subscribers, which I can't see happening for that. You know, I'm giving it a year from now to get to that. It may be beyond that. I don't know how many more viewers are out there in the wild. I'm hoping that my quality of my episodes gets better. I've noticed in myself that I'm not as nervous and as raw in front of the camera anymore. I know you don't see my face in front of the camera, but even speaking on camera, I noticed in the first couple of episodes, you know, I'm stumbling around a little bit more. I've always used notes. I've always got some notes on the side. I don't follow a word-for-word script. But all I can say is I'm hoping to improve the quality of the episodes. I've got some new lighting coming to essentially get rid of this yellowish light and get some nice white diffused light, especially during these winter months where sometimes I have to film without any natural daylight. Weekend sometimes isn't too bad because I can make use of natural light. But yeah, I've got some ideas for improving the lighting, and hopefully we'll see something fairly soon on that front. So one of my first items, it's not one of these on the table here, it's as you may be aware, I recently said that I'd started collecting the Isle of Man. So I picked up the Stanley Gibbons, Channel Islands and Isle of Man. This is the 2022 edition. So this is not the current one. There'll be a new version of this just come out. But I picked this up off eBay and got this for quite a bargain price. I don't think it has been used. I think it's maybe stock that's been sat on the shelf, and I think now the new ones come out, they were just selling it at a markdown. But yeah, RRP $37.95. I didn't pay that for it. But even if I had, you know, it's more of the same quality of. It looks just like the Collect British Stamps album, to be catalogue, to be fair. And everything's set out in the same way, and obviously a lot of the SG numbers are the same. You know, they don't have unique SG catalogue numbers, so that, you know, each country will have an SG1 and an SG2 and so on. So just something to understand. It's not like the first few thousand SG numbers are reserved for Great Britain, then the next block of that'd be impossible. So I think each country has to have its own range, starting from 1 to whatever it ends up at. But yeah, this contains Jersey, Guernsey and the Isle of Man. So once again, a big thanks to Jeff at Foxridge Philately for sending me all those wonderful Isle of Man stamps. I have made another significant purchase towards the Isle of Man stuff, and I was hoping that might have been here today, but that may have to wait till next week now. But the next episode I am doing on Thursday at this moment in time is, I'm looking forward to doing that one, because I've got a really interesting piece that I did receive that isn't included in this pile here, because I think it deserves a little bit more time to itself. But we'll cross that. What that is, we'll get round to on the next episode. So first up, it's my old friends at BB Stamps, and this is my kind of monthly order. And as you can see here, this is my regional Mädchens. I think I highlighted when I did the video showing the individual regional stamps that the Scotland album had quite a few gaps in it. So what I've done this month is to go through and fill a few of those gaps. Really nice stamps, and these are the regional designs now after the Mädchens were discontinued. We've got some there with the St Andrew's flag, the Saltire. Got the lion rampants there. I think that's a beautiful stamp, the orange and red there. And then again some more featuring the thistle. And then again the tartan. So yeah, that's a few more gaps. I think that, in fact, I think that might complete the regional album up to date for Scotland. So I need to have a look at Wales and Northern Ireland in the next couple of months to fill those gaps. Everything is on hold at the moment. I don't think we're going to get any more regional stamps until such a time that King Charles has some stamps out there. Now, in fact, let me put that back in its glassine. Yeah, now I can put those in my stockbook album for Scotland. It's nice to get another one squared away. And what have we got next? We've got Yeah. These are some Gibraltar definitives for my Commonwealth collection. I've kind of stuck to a particular time period for the Commonwealth and the Empire stuff at the moment, and it's Edward VII. You know, I'm sure you've heard me pap on several occasions about how much I really like, you know, the stamps of Edward VII. But these are all mint definitives. I don't know if they were hinged. I think they were actually. Yeah, they were. But if you can see that one there, it's actually printed on red paper. But yeah, it's got that little hinge remnant across the top, which I'm gonna have to deal with. You can see it on there. It looks like a piece of sellotape just between the perforations. But yeah, I'll deal with that. But yeah, these are mint. But yeah, nothing spectacular, but just that nice, familiar Edward VII, very similar design that was adopted throughout the Empire at the time. So yeah, some more nice, I think it's always a pleasure to get stamps from that era. And finally, just going to cover that bit. This is an eBay purchase, but this has come all the way from Canada, and what an impressive array of stamps on there. So yeah, I'll be soaking those off. And then I've even got an India stamp as a seal on the rear for some reason. But this was something I noticed on the envelope that Jeff sent me last week, and it was the Platinum Jubilee matching from Canada. So I found this nice block of 4 on sale from a Canadian eBay user. Couldn't find any in the UK, oddly enough. But yeah, you got a nice subtle, almost 3D like when you're twisting it there. I think those colours are great. The silver. But yeah, I collect Machins of all designations. I've got a lot of Hong Kong ones as well. Hong Kong definitives use the Machin stamps whilst under British control up until 1997. But yeah, I think these are beautiful. Really nice addition there to the Machin oddities, or Machins from around the world. But yeah, definitely nice piece there to own. Not too expensive either to pick that up. And the most expensive piece I picked up is the one we're going to discuss on Thursday. So we'll come back to that. So yeah, that's incoming mail out of the way. And what we can do now is move on to the giveaway. Now, it's all very similar themed within this giveaway, and again, it is all British stamps. So if it's not something you're interested in, then you won't be interested in winning this little bundle. So the first item I've got on here is the centenary of the penny black from the George VI era. So this is Queen Victoria and George the 6 alongside each other from 1940. There are 6 stamps in the set, ranging from a halfpenny up to threepenny. They're all distinct colours there, all exactly the same design, apart from the denomination. But yeah, nice little set of stamps to have there. Following on from that, I've got this presentation pack here containing the 150th anniversary penny black double heads, as they're known. So these are the Machin design alongside the head of Queen Victoria. So that's probably the most pertinent one, the black one. But as you can see there, there's 5 different stamps and 5 different colours. All kind of classic Machin colours, you know, but those are the only values and colours that were issued at this particular time. There are some NVIs for the black one with first class, which came out at later dates. But yeah, these are the only 5 denominations that were ever printed using that design in those 5 particular colours, even though there are something like 15 or 18 varieties of these from different printers. So that's 2 items there relating to the penny black. From the same era, I've got a miniature sheets here, and that's the 20p stamp again. But yeah, this is the 1990 miniature sheet. So very nice it is as well, with Britannia there, and the image that's used on the King George V seahorses. You can see that up close. You know, we looked at that image on the George V stamps the other day at the seahorses. Well, yeah, that is exactly what that particular image of Britannia is there. So that kind of ties in with that. Next up is another miniature sheet, and this one is the 175th anniversary of the penny black. Now this has also got the twopenny blue. On the same sheet. Now these are gummed stamps, which like I said, I think in the video the other week, that I'd only just realised that they were available gummed. I thought that they were all self-adhesives, because those were the issues that I had of those. And I didn't have this particular sheet, so I bought 2 copies of this. One for myself and one for the giveaway. But yeah, there's 4 stamps on there, 2 penny blacks and 2 twopenny blues. And as you can see, those are the original 1840 twopenny blue reproductions there, without the white lines on below the word postage and above the 2p. So that's another nice miniature sheet. And next up is a set of Machins. I think there's around about 120 Machins here. Now these are, some are used, well, most of them are used. Some finely, some a little bit heavier than others, but there are a couple of mint examples in here. But these are, this first section here is pre-decimal. There's a few of those. Then we move on to the 1971 decimals. These are the stamps that are known by the X number catalogue numbers in Stanley Gibbons. So there's a good fair few of those. And then as we come towards the end, oh, it's got the highest value of the X numbers was the 75p black. which got a copy of that there. And then we've got a couple of NVIs. We've got a second class, a first class, and then we've got these larger size Machins. So these were the higher values from the early part of the 1970s. These were actually issued before decimal day. They mirror a pre-decimal set that had come out in the same design, but just with pre-decimal denominations. So there's 3 of those there. We've got the 10 pence. I think that's the 20 pence. Yep. And that would be the 50 pence, I think. Yeah, the only one that I haven't got on there is the pound. But there is a 1977 large format Machin £1. And from the same set of stamps, we've got a maroon, sort of burgundy colour £2 large format, higher value from 1977. So that's those. And then what we've got here is we've got the Machins with the elliptical perforations from 1993. So there's a good run of those running through quite a lot of consecutive values there, all the way up to 45 pence. And some more here at the bottom, 46 up to 57. Then got some NVIs, second class, first class in gold, first class in red, and then I've got some regional variations here. There's a lonely single Northern Ireland one there, and we've got 2 Welsh, and then there's a selection there of Scotland regional Machins as well. So that is the bundle. So I was wondering what to use as a keyword for these, and I thought I'd just use something very simple again. And all I would like you to do, if you want to enter to win, on your comment below on this particular video, if you could post the word bingo, BINGO, and that's it. That's all you need to put. And if you leave that comment somewhere within your comment that you leave, when I come to do the selection next week, I'm going to leave this open for a week. I'll leave this open until around about 8 p.m. UK time next Tuesday, when I will load up a comment picker page and look for the word bingo and go off and pick a comment at random. And if that random comment happens to have your name against it, then you shall be the winner. And what I will then need you to do is to contact me with your mailing address. That can be done via email to JohnCollectsStamps@gmail.com or via WhatsApp direct message at JohnCollectsStamps, all one word. So, interesting little grab bag there. Probably a good little package there for somebody who's maybe new to collecting British stamps, or, you know, even intermediate and you've not quite got a direction. You've got like a smattering of stamps, or somebody who hasn't got any Machins but is looking to get a little starter kit. But yeah, I hope that that's not disappointed you with some of the other giveaways that I've done. But I think it's quite a nice little bundle there, especially with the different penny black sheets and Just even the, you know, the bundle of Machins is quite a nice little little collection to start somebody off. So that about wraps it up, and all that remains to say is if you've enjoyed the video and you want me to continue doing this, you know, this is now 20 episodes in, which I can't believe. You know, hit the like button. If you've not already, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment. If you want to win those stamps that I showed there at the end, then leave a comment with the word bingo in the comment section below. And this time next week, I shall look at selecting a winner at random. So next episode will be Thursday. I'm really looking forward to showing the piece. I'm, yeah, quite excited really. It's something that's like a big, it brings out the inner child in me when it's one of those things that really piques my interest. And it combines a love of philately with something else that I love especially. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing that. So until the next episode on Thursday, stay safe, keep warm, and bye for now.